Okay, so it should be, yeah, we'll just look at this thing real quick. We're getting some error messages and stuff. Yeah, so this meant to be real-time face expression recognition, but it does your age as well. So that's natural, happy, it's all working. The age is way off. I'm not that old. So I don't know how we correct that model. This is Face API JS in the browser. Before, for like half an hour, I was trying to get it running, not realizing there is a start webcam button. So now we know it's there. Well, I just essentially forgot it's there, but yeah, I'm not sure if the warnings are crucial or not. Probably not. Can give it to one of the bots to review. Just take an image of it. Give it to Gemini. Give it to Gemini to review, maybe. Perplexity can, yeah, when you post something onto it, then you can't use the voice model anymore. So it's a bit weird. You can try it out. Perplexity, because I don't think I've tried it with an image. Let's try it with an image. So we dropped an image. Yeah, but now the voice model is off. I mean, we can still use a dictation, but dictation is different. It's not the same, is it? We don't want to just do dictation. We want to talk to the thing. So, Gemini it is. So we're going live, Gemini. Hey, we're gonna go live with Gemini. Live with Gemini. Share an image, because sometimes when you try doing a video, it oops, I didn't select a live Gemini 2.5 Flash native. So thank you. Thank you, Google, for providing that model. Yeah, when you share an image, it will give a generic response. That's okay. Good morning. Okay, but then it will actually look at the image attached. Right. Okay, we'll have to. Hey, the audio. Yeah, so so we gave it an image from this web application, so it's real-time facial expression recognition, has a bunch of warnings and things. Let's get Gemini to describe what's on the screen.
The image shows a web application titled Real-Time Facial Expression Recognition. It appears to be using FaceAPI.js. A man's face is visible in a video feed, and a box labels his expression as neutral with a 99.9 probability and age 47 years. The browser console on the right shows multiple warnings and load messages.
Yes, it's doing surprised and everything well. It's off with the age. It's off with the age. Surprised, angry. Can only be 70% angry. Let's take a few more images, or should we try and share the video with it? The problem with video is that it stores everything. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, it's getting confused between like disgusted and angry and stuff like that. We'll send a few images to the voice model. So this is Gemini 2.5 Flash. I don't know why.
What would you like to know about it?
Yeah, it just gives a generic response, and then it actually...
The detected age has changed to 49 years, and the probability for the neutral expression has decreased to 63.1%. The man's expression looks slightly different, which may have caused the change in the detection.
Let's send 2 more. Then we'll just talk to the thing.
The detected age has changed to 50 years, and the confidence level for the neutral expression has increased significantly to 95.4%. This suggests his facial expression now more closely matches the model's definition of neutral. The age has changed back to 49 years, and the confidence level for neutral is now 99.9%, a very high probability. His expression appears very calm.
How's closing one eye is being detected as disgusted? That's something to do, does a lot of things with the mouth. Let's talk to this thing. Yeah, so can you explain in details what is it doing? So for example, the age is way off. So with Face API JS, can I actually update, improve the model somehow? Can I actually train it? I think this is what this tool meant to be about, but can you comment on that real quick?
The application uses faceapi.js, which performs real-time facial analysis in the browser. The age estimation can be variable, as factors like lighting and expression can influence the model's results, leading to the changes you observed. The bonus fine-tuning exploration area likely allows you to update or improve the model by training it further, which could enhance accuracy.
Yeah, I'll share another image with it. That's the description at the bottom of the page. And something went wrong. We're losing the prompt engineer. Hopefully we can reconnect. Hello, prompt engineer. Does it need the image again, or it ignored it? No, something went wrong. There's like too many images, or can't be too many images. Well, the browser is only 589 megabytes, so almost 600 megabytes, which is quite a bit. Should be able to handle it though. Wait, we need to start, resume, share that image again.
Yes, the bonus fine-tuning exploration is for exactly that. It's a proof of concept to train a new mini classifier. You can select an emotion from the current emotion dropdown, capture samples, and then train a custom model. This allows you to adapt the model to specific needs, which might improve accuracy for things like age estimation.
Yeah, all of a sudden the age is more accurate. Like how did that the age is more accurate now? How did that happen? No, now it's off again. I don't know. How does it work?
That fluctuation is typical of real-time detection. The model is continuously reevaluating the video feed, and even slight changes in facial expression, head position, or lighting can affect the algorithm's prediction, causing the detected age and confidence to jump around.
Right. So yeah, it seemed to be the size of the canvas seemed to matter. Like when the size is smaller or bigger, whatever. Like is how the canvas size will affect the age detection recognition.
The canvas size can potentially affect the detection. The user guide notes the application is responsive, meaning the video and overlay resize. A change in canvas size might alter the resolution the model processes, which could lead to variations in age and expression detection due to changes in detail or performance.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. So you're meant to be able to train the model with this one. I don't even know what to ask. What do I even ask? What do I even ask? Check the. I'll check the. Check the chat. Yes, it's called Face Express. It's running on the site. Go check it out. Like, see what age. Maybe send me like a print screen or something. Because would it detect your age? So it's using Face API. Like we didn't train that model, but this tool meant to allow further training. So essentially, if it's making mistakes, it can fine tune it. I'm not sure though. Okay, so can you explain the whole idea behind the tool and the text below? So it's meant to allow you to fine tune the results. So for example, if my age is actually incorrect, how do I fine tune the model? And everything quickly, where would the model be stored, considering we're doing everything front end at the moment?
The tool is a proof of concept demonstrating real-time
Proof
facial
of concept.
analysis
Yeah,
in the
of course it
browser.
is.
The fine-tuning exploration allows you to custom train a mini classifier. While the example shows current emotion, this mechanism can be used to adapt the model, potentially improving accuracy for elements like age by providing relevant samples. As its front end, the fine-tuned model is likely stored locally in your browser's memory or storage mechanisms temporarily.
So we can share the code of this thing. Shall we actually do it? Shall we share the code? I don't know. I don't know. Should we share the code? No, but the problem is this. Yeah, this is Gemini 2.5 Flash, whatever, native audio. So assuming it's using yeah, 2.5 Flash as the language model, but also as an audio thing, a voice model on top of it. So I don't know if it's like a fine-tuned 2.5 or something. Because if it's the real 2.5, it depends what maybe the context window is smaller. So, question is, should we try sharing the code of this thing? Essentially, what we're trying to look for, what we're really after, is like a proper prompt engineer who can also be so a multimodal model, which what Gemini meant to be, but then it's hard to interact with this thing. It's hard to interact with this thing. Well, mainly because it's like failing. It's dropping out quite a bit. Face Express. Let's find Face Express. Face Express. Let's put it up the up the list. And shall we share the code this model. Let's see what it says. How many lines? 636 lines. Interestingly, it just pasted it as text as opposed to do like a text turning into a text file. Let's see what it says.
The application is a real-time facial expression recognition tool that runs directly in your browser using faceapi.js and TensorFlow.js. It continuously analyzes your webcam feed to detect faces, expressions, and estimate age.
Hey, can you explain can you explain the general architecture, like where the model is stored, and when we adding fine-tuning or training, whatever, can you explain what's happening then? Where is the model still in the browser? Where is it being stored? Can I download it? Things like that. Can I look at the code? Provide some details. Can you provide some details about the architecture of this web application, like where the current model is stored, and what happens when we fine-tune the model? Where's the output? Can we like download it at the moment, or there's no such functionality?
The application uses faceapi.js to load pre-trained models from a models directory into your browser's memory for real-time detection. The fine-tuning exploration utilizes TensorFlow.js to train a custom mini classifier based on samples you capture. This fine-tuned model is likely within your current browser session memory only. The provided code does not include functionality to download or persist it.
Okay, so how do we save it? So if it's we don't want we are not running a backend server for this. It's only happening in the browser. But the API JS, does it have the weights? Where are the weights for this thing?
The initial weights for faceapi.js are fetched from the models directory as configured in the HTML and loaded into your browser's memory. The fine-tuned model is created using TensorFlow.js and exists only in the current session's memory. To save those weights permanently without a backend, you would need to implement TensorFlow.js saving methods, like storing them in IndexedDB or triggering a download, which is not part of the current code.
Okay, so can we generally talk about the architecture of this thing? How would the things work in terms of saving the model? So essentially, is it the case that I don't know how big the model is, but if it's not too big, we're able to load it in a browser, so it can't be too big. So then when we're actually modifying it, where would the resulting, the fine-tuned model, can we talk about the whole architecture of the whole thing?
The architecture involves client-side processing. Pre-trained models are downloaded and reside in your browser's memory, enabling real-time detection. The fine-tuning exploration creates a new, custom model using TensorFlow.js, which also stays in the current browser session. To save this custom model permanently, as it's not currently implemented, you would need to use browser storage mechanisms like IndexedDB, as the model isn't prohibitively large.
So should we actually check how large the model is when we download the should we have like an indicator of how large the current model is while we fine tune, so the metric changes as we keep fine tuning, training the model further?
Adding an indicator for the base model download size could be useful for transparency, though it's not currently in the code. During fine-tuning, the provided code does track and update metrics like loss and accuracy during the training process, visible in the console and training status, allowing you to monitor the changes.
Okay, there is also another problem that currently the fine-tuning is only for the facial expression, but not for the age. Can you comment on that? Papa, we lost the prompt engineer again. Can you look at the code again and comment on the fact that currently the fine-tuning is only for the facial expression and not the age? So if you wanted to add the age for the fine-tuning exploration, how would we go about it, just in general terms? Okay, we have to try it again. The fine-tuning is only for the facial expression, not the age. Is that correct?
That is correct. Based on the code, the fine-tuning exploration is designed for facial expressions, allowing you to train a custom model for specific emotions based on the collected samples. The age is not part of that training process.
Okay, so can we cover the issues with this web application so far that we discussed so far?
We discussed fluctuations in real-time age and expression detection, likely due to variable performance and changing visual factors. The architecture's front-end nature means fine-tuned models are temporary and not persistently saved without specific browser implementation. Also, the fine-tuning feature is currently focused on facial expression training, not age.
So can you write the brief for a developer as standalone, make it standalone, not technical. So we're not telling the developer what to do, but we just want to essentially improve this web application. So yeah, we want to send a brief to a developer.
Developer brief, enhancing real-time facial analysis web application, the accuracy, robustness, and functionality of the current web.
Why can't it just finish generating? A whole response. Do a whole response.
Application, focusing on specific areas. Key areas.
Just getting stuck. That's the problem with all these models, is that yeah, they just the way they do things. Regen last response. Yeah, and now it went out. Not having much luck. Yeah, next time we will try to just do everything in Visual Studio Code with Copilot and Code Assist. Copilot has a voice model as well, but it's not as good as this one. So ideally, yeah, that's the problem, is that we can't have it all at the same time, can we? This problem with AI at this stage is that integrating everything. So you have like great models, you have great language models, they're superb. You have absolutely amazing code generating models. You have voice models, but then putting it all together into a person, into a digital individual, digividual, should that be a phrase? You heard it. Don't forget where you heard it first. try it again. Try it again. Try it again.
Developer Brief, enhancing real-time facial analysis web application, the accuracy, robustness, and functionality of the current real-time facial expression recognition web.
Yeah, it cannot finish a single response. Just don't get it. Must have reached its token limit or something, like the context window capacity. Just not happening. It's not happening. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not happening at the moment. I don't know what's up. Yeah, I'll have to try again. Let's try last time. Do we need to start a new chat or something? So we have Gemini 2.5 Flash, native audio preview, whatever, December 2025 model. Making this real-time facial expression recognition. It's actually recognizing your facial expression. Surprised. It's doing pretty well. Happy, it's doing well. Angry, it says only 66% angry. Then the age is off. And the idea behind this one is that we can actually fine-tune the model. It's all happening in the browser. What's called front, whatever, no backend. You know what I mean? No backend. When fine-tuning there's a couple of issues currently. It doesn't allow you to save the new model, so you'll be only essentially doing it once, and then once you reload the page, whatever, all your fine-tuning will be gonski, so that's not good. So we'll be changing that. The other problem is that there is only fine-tuning for the facial expression, not the age. So it's getting my age wrong. I don't know how to fine-tune that. It should just, it's probably just a matter of giving it like multiple examples and telling it what the age is. I don't know why it's making a mistake to begin with. Sometimes it's actually accurate, sometimes it's closer. Yeah, it seemed to be either by like 10 years off or showing the actual number, so I don't know. I think it kind of depends on the canvas size. Seem to be sensitive to the canvas size, maybe? I'm not sure. No, I think it's the face. Like when you do something else with the face, then the age all of a sudden becomes accurate. I don't know how that works. We have sonification, height, confidence levels. No, confidence levels are kind of useful. Confidence levels are kind of useful. The main thing is also we're trying to use this AI model. We keep losing the, essentially as a prompt engineer, co-host, whatever, for the video, for the development. Co-developer is a better name for it. But we keep losing that model, the agent. The agent is The agent is causing trouble. The agent is causing trouble. We don't like it. And how's this face neutral? It's meant to be angry. It's 99% neutral. Okay, now it's better. I don't know. It's making mistakes. Yeah, we could. So I can see how we could. So essentially the fine-tuning process. So you're doing like, so say if it's making mistakes on angry faces, if it's making mistakes on the angry faces, then we can select correct emotion. We select angry and capture samples. So how does that work? Capture samples, and then the model should become better. And when you hit train model, wait, where are the samples? How do you do an angry face? There's something wrong. It doesn't capture. It does not capture. Hey, that button doesn't work. The button doesn't work. Maybe it's just a placeholder. Let's try turn on the prompt engineer again. Let's try the prompt engineer one, probably last time. Let's try it last time. I know it is live. It's not listening though. Hey, can you check the code? See if the capture sample doesn't seem to be working at the moment and the train custom model doesn't seem to be working. Why do you think that is? Can you check the code? The button's just a placeholder at the moment. Thinking.
The capture function requires the webcam to be active and a face to be detected, which relies on the models being successfully loaded. The trained custom model won't initiate unless at least 10 samples have been collected, as specified in the code.
No, but I'm pounding the capture sample button, but nothing actually happens. The counter does not increase. Can you check the code real quick?
I've reviewed the code. The capture function first checks if the webcam is on, is webcam on. If not, it will display an alert and do nothing. Also, it relies on Face API to detect a face to successfully detect a face before capturing a sample and incrementing the counter. Ensure the webcam is started and your face is clearly visible.
No, can you double check the code? The capture sample button doesn't seem to do anything at all. There are no error messages.
I've checked the code again. You are correct. The event listeners for the capture sample button and train model button are not currently implemented in the provided script. So
Okay, so can we generate a prompt for the developer, a brief for the developer of everything we discussed so far in terms of how this web application can be made better and the additional functionality that we discussed, how it can be added.
Developer Brief, Enhancing Real-Time Facial Analysis Web Application, the accuracy, robustness, and functionality of the current real-time facial expression recognition web.
So just won't finish generating. It's annoying. Yeah, we'll have to yeah, we'll have to continue this next time. Let's check the chat. Yeah, if you have checked the website, so everything we do is available on BioniChaos.com. Go check the website, provide your feedback. We'll eventually turn those into prompts to make better web applications. And we'll get back to this one next time. I'll see you in a bit. Bye.